the same as you. We're exactly the same as you. All right, we've got one difference, right? We've had an orchidectomy, which means we've got no testicles. Some of us have had breast implants, right? The only difference is that we still have a small penis, right? That's the only difference, so we're thrown in.
When I met Sharon and Cheryl, the first thing they asked me was if they could borrow my lipstick, because as transsexuals, they're not allowed to have any makeup of their own. And as for interviewing two people who dressed and looked like women in an all-male prison, can only be described as bizarre.
I got charged with stealing, assault and goods in custody, which I beat in court. I beat all the charges.
I'm in for 7 counts of armed robbery to support a heroin habit when I was out.
Before I got released from jail on my last flagon, I was at the MRP. Now that used to be all the transsexuals jail. Like there wasn't all transsexuals there, but that's where they used to house all us girls, right? Well, I used to be there all the time, wasn't I, Chef?
Yeah.
I was there all the time and just not one bit of trouble. The guys just thoroughly respect the girls.
My boyfriend was recently released. He comes out and visits me, but before he was released, we were in a 2-out cell, in this actual cell now, and we were having sex constantly together, you know, and I'm not afraid to admit it, you know, and he's still with me now and still comes out and visits me.
Do people try to have sex with you?
Occasionally you get asked, you know, somebody will come up.
How about it, Sharon, or, you know, it's usually a nice set of tits there, or...
You know, but they'll slap you on the backside and say, be up there later.
Yeah, but you just,
you know, something like that.
You don't be nasty to them.
You know?
Like, I just say, oh yeah, sweet, and just shrug it and walk away, you know.
You know, people turn around and say, oh, what's me chances?
Yeah,
I'd
say it like this, Buckley's and none.
You got 2, love.
You got 2? Yeah, that's it, you got 2, Buckley's and none.
Now, on your bike.
It's only 4:15 in the afternoon and dinner is being served. Within half an hour, before the sun has set, these men will be locked away. A jail wing is an eerie place at night. How people can ever contemplate escape with an image like this. It looked to me like a submarine, airtight. The prisoners stay like this for 17 hours of every day. One prisoner told me if you're serving a 12-month sentence, 9 months are spent like this.
It is dangerous, yes, it's a dangerous occupation. It's stressful. And I feel that every day could be a danger in the jail.
But you live with that?
We live with it. I've lived with it, as again, I said, for 30 years, so I've lived with it. I meet prisoners outside, I've seen prisoners outside in society. They don't worry me, I don't worry them, I talk to them. I've met them at football matches, see them at football matches, and I talk to them. They talk to me and that's it, that's it, finishing. I don't associate with them, of course.
The things that we have to put up with is being physically and verbally abused, assaults on prison officers. There are a lot more assaults on prison officers than there were several years ago. It's all very well for the public to say hang them and, you know, shoot them, which happens in emotional times. It's easy to say that, but the majority of prisoners just want to do their time. It's only a small minority that cause the problems.
It's dangerous, but for some prisoners, illegal pastimes are worth the risk. Home brews are everywhere in jail. Heroin can be bought in jail too, but we heard stories of men using syringes that were over 12 months old. Then there's sex. It's no longer illegal, but it's dangerous.
You know, after 7.5 years, you know, I've had a few homosexual relationships whilst being inside. But I think that's another thing that when you're on the outside, you don't think about homosexuality. Inside, it's most of the time it's a relief.
What about companionship?
Well, that's something you've got to miss out on. You know, there's plenty of this puffs and all that sort of thing here, but you know, it's not down my alley. That
you can either be straight, or you've got to, you know, bend the rules to suit the time.
What about the home brews? Who knows about them?
Oh, there's plenty of it.
How do you make them?
Well, ask Stilly, that's his nickname, Still. He knows more about it.
Oh, I haven't made any for about 3 months now because it was getting a bit hot. The only ingredients you use for making home brew is just oranges, sugar and Vegemite satchels. You leave it down for 4 days just
You
if you
get
want
drunk.
Shut up. 4 days if you want a mild brew. If you want just pure alcohol, leave it down for 7 days.
You'll find the people that drink it, you won't notice them. Like, there might be 3 of them, and we might come into my cellar, another mate of mine, and we'll have a brew, and we'll get into it, knock it over, tell a few lies to each other, and then it'll be about 9:30 it'll be time to get locked up. They're being smart. The other fella, he just goes from here to his cell. You know, and then settle down for the night. Ron comes to the offices, check out the thing. Right, boys? Yeah. Bang. Nothing's noticed.
If I went in the outside and I started like, putting my home brews down, I think I'd put the paint stripper firm out of business.
Yeah.
Oh, it just strips the lining out of your guts.
It's very easy to look at the jail system as an outsider, but very hard to understand the complexities from within. On our 3rd day at Long Bay, a group of powerful prisoners decided they didn't like the angle of our story and tried to censor what we could and couldn't film. Does that mean you're the heavies in here?
No, correction. The word heavy do not exist in the system. I mean, it is the term used by the media to class representative guys like us that's interested in sports as well as other local issues.
But other prisoners, especially the ones in strict protection, see them very differently. Who runs the jail in there?
Who runs it? Well, there's lifers and that out there. You know, they got nothing to lose. We just got a new remission system now. They're not under that. So 10 days a month remission means nothing to them because they don't get it.
But are there any main people in there who you know who run
There's
it
some
in
big
there?
names, yeah.
Who?
Well, I can't really say that.
Why not?
Well, that's part of the prison's code of ethics.
The guys that are there in one wing on protection have a great imagination, able to concoct stories.
Every jail's got its gangsters, you know, what most people call plastic gangsters, yeah.
They call them what?
Plastic gangsters.
I would say that statement that the jail is run by gangsters is only a myth.
There is an established hierarchy in the Central Industrial Prison, as there are in other prisons, and as there is in society and elsewhere. The difference there within the prison is that the top of the hierarchy tends to enforce its position or maintain its position through the application of force and threat.
Everybody's meant to be scared of them.
And are they?
Well, if three well-known bad reputation prisoners were to approach you, say, if you was in jail, and they would approach you with a couple of iron bars and a shiv or whatever, what would you do? You're on your own, what would you do?
No, it doesn't go on your own. Nobody gets bashed.
We don't allow it to happen deliberately. We are aware that it is there. You've got to prove conclusively that it's there if you want to take any punitive action and bring people to face court, for example, if indeed there are charges.
Corrective services isn't an easy portfolio. Society demands that criminals be locked away. But once inside, how hard should jail life be? The department tries to rehabilitate these men, but at the end of their sentence, there's no assurance that they'll leave jail better for it.
When I do leave here, I hope that I can just close the book on the last 7 years and walk out a stronger person than I was when I was out there in the community last time.